Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be seeing how to do a proper base makeup excluding the eye makeup. I did my eye makeup off camera and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a proper flawless base. Like this is how I created my base makeup today. It's super glowy, super natural and flawless, and I'll help you with my tips and tricks on what I do to achieve this look. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Also, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. So if you are new here, then my name is Benicia. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get into the video without any further delay. I have moisturized my face, but still I'm going on top with this Bobbi Brown Hydrating Face Tonic, and I'm going to be applying it by taking a little on my palm and just patting it on my face. This is much easier when you have put this in a spray tube or a spray container and just spritz it all over your face. This is a very good product if you have really dry and dehydrated skin. This is a very good product. Now you can skip this step if you have oily skin. And next I'm going to be using my primer. So for primer today I'm going to be using this Faced Hangover X primer. This primer is really creamy and it is like beautiful for dry skin people with oily skin. This is definitely for you also, because the thing is like you put it on your face and then first it applies as a cream, and then later when it dries it becomes really tacky and nice for the foundation to set in on your face. So apply it all over your face so that your foundation is gonna last longer. So if you are someone who has like open pores or uneven skin and stuff, then I would definitely recommend you to use a blur primer or a pore primer. So you just take a little, like this much, and I'm going to be using it only on the areas where I have open pores. That way it's gonna blur out my skin and it's also gonna be even. That way my foundation is gonna glide on really smooth. And if you are someone who has really oily skin, I would recommend you to use a mattifying primer. That way it's gonna control your oil and your foundation is gonna last much longer. So next I'm going to be using a color corrector. I'm using the Derma color corrector in D30, and I'm going to be taking it in a spatula. I'm just warming the product a little and applying on all the areas where I have pigmentation and other skin issues. So mostly I have it like under my eyes and around my mouth, and I'm applying this to camouflage all the darkness. You can use a brush, but you can also use your fingers. That way the product is gonna blend in really good. With the warmth from your finger, it's gonna get transferred and melt the product, and it's gonna set beautifully. Do not drag the color corrector, as you don't want it to like spread all over your face. You just want to place it just on the area where it is really necessary. So I prefer using the tapping motion to blend the concealer or the corrector on my skin. So next we are going to be moving on to the foundation. So there's always this point, like which one to use at first, if it should be a foundation or a concealer. I prefer using a foundation especially on the areas where I need coverage and stuff, because if I find the foundation has given the coverage that is actually necessary, then I don't go on top with the concealer. I apply a concealer only when it is needed. So that way you will have less product layers on your skin and your foundation is going to look much better. So the biggest mistake which we all commit is not moisturizing our face before the foundation. That way our foundation is going to look super cakey, it won't be blending good, and you might also find it settling in all the dry lines and wrinkles and stuff. And there are also chances that the foundation might crease as well. So all this happens because you don't hydrate your skin properly. So make sure that you give enough hydration or super hydrate your skin. So even if you're an oily skin, you can use a foundation brush, a stippling brush like this, or even a beauty blender to blend the product into your skin. Okay, so now I'm going to be teaching you guys a small hack. In case you feel that, your foundation is a bit cakey and it's not blending really smooth, then what you have to do is take some Fix Plus, spray it gently on your face, and then start blending your foundation again. So that way your foundation is all hydrated and it sets beautifully on your skin. Today I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. So this is super pigmented, and guys, please make sure you apply very, very little. Like this much, that's how much you need. So now I'm going to be highlighting my face with another concealer from Too Faced Born This Way, and this is in the shade Golden Beige. Just like how I used the previous concealer, I'm going to be taking very, very little, like really little, you could hardly see. And just for highlighting, I'm going to be applying very little product to highlight the center points of my face. So now is the most important part, that is setting our face with a loose powder, or you can use a compact as well. So in case you are having a long day and you want your makeup to stay for a very long time, then please go ahead and use a loose powder. But today I'm going to be using a compact. This is a very lightweight powder and I'm using it just under the eyes. On my nose, a little on the forehead, a little on my chin. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just applying it right on the center of my face and leaving all the other areas of my face bare, because I like that hydrated, glowy look, instead of having everywhere, like every area of my face matte. I mean, it's up to you. If you have really oily skin, then please go ahead and set your entire face. Otherwise, it's fine if you do this also. Next, I'm going to be contouring my face with the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. And I'm going to be applying it on the hollows of my face. So that way I have a more sculpted face. So contouring is a technique which brings shadows to your face. That way your face looks much more slimmer and sculpted. Now I'm going to be taking a smaller brush and contouring the sides of my nose. Now I'm going on top with a blush, and the blush I'm going to be using today is from Milani, and it is in the shade 03 Berry Amore. I'm not going to be using a highlighter today, as this blush has already some glitter particles in it and I'm okay with it. So now, to set everything in place and to remove all the excess product from my skin and blend the contour, blush, everything together with my base, so I'm going on top with a beauty blender to push the product into my skin so that it stays for a long time and it also does not look cakey or made up, and this brings a natural glow and it also sets beautifully on your skin. So I've done my eyebrows and my lips off camera, and this is how my look turned out to be. So it is super glowy, nice, and all right. This is how I like to do my base basically, because this looks much flawless on camera and also it comes really good on pictures. So I hope that you guys learned something really informative today. Also, there is a few tips that I would like to give you guys. So please exfoliate your skin every 3 to 4 days, because that way you are removing your dead skin layer and your foundation is going to be really smooth and flawless on the skin. So for people with dry skin, please ensure that your foundation is on the sheer coverage or also a dewy finish. That way your skin would not dry up and your foundation won't look cakey. So for people with oily skin, you can still use a sheer coverage, but avoid a dewy finish foundation because that will make you look really matte, really oily on your face. So you can also go with a matte foundation, that will control your oil for a period of time. Also, don't skip a primer at all. A primer is very important. Based on your skin issues, choose a primer accordingly. There are a million varieties in the market, so you can definitely choose whatever works well for you. Also, another issue that we face while applying foundation is that your foundation doesn't blend very well onto your skin. That also happens due to facial hair. So if you are someone who has a lot of facial hair, the thing is that with foundation, when you blend it on your skin, it all remains on the top of the hair without touching your skin. That way it will not look really well on your skin. It will look like, as if you put on an extra layer on your face, making it look completely mismatched. So the main reason is facial hair. So if you can, please possibly remove your facial hair. You can either wax it, thread it, or you can even shave it if you can. So I prefer shaving. If you have not watched my video on how I shave my face, then please do watch it. I'll link it somewhere on the top. So yeah, that's how I like doing my base. And I hope you guys found this video informative. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.